This band, James, are just life-changing. And in the studio now, it gives me great pleasure to introduce Tim and Jim. Let's talk about what you have released recently, Nothing But Love, the definitive best of. And it all leads up to a tour in the new year. How excited is this for you, Jim?
Amazing. Can't believe we're still here, to be honest with you, after all these years. It's been a fantastic journey. 40-odd years of it. Man and boy. And this is just a wonderful collection of tunes. I mean, the hard part was kind of what not to put on rather than what to put on. And everybody we've bumped into this week has had a song that, why didn't you put this on? Why didn't you put that on? And I think there's 58 songs altogether.
There's no pleasing everyone.
No, there isn't. But we've written over 400. So you're always going to, leave something off.
Tim, where do you make your big decisions like that when you are collecting that piece of music?
It was a nightmare. I kind of bailed a little bit, quite frankly. I haven't heard it, so because I just couldn't. It was impossible. And then other band members are going, "Why haven't you got 5-0 on there?" And it's like, why haven't we got 5-0 on there? It's like it's impossible. I kind of look forward more than backwards. And this isn't definitive. I mean, you can't have definitive, I don't think. And hopefully we've got a few more albums in us left.
Yeah, there will be an ultimate definitive in about 10 years from now.
The names will just keep getting longer and longer and longer. I'd love it. I know you just mentioned
post-mortem.
Definitive.
Good Lord.
I know you mentioned not wanting to dwell on the past too much, but I'd love to tell the story to anyone who doesn't know how James became a band that we know and love today. What are your memories of getting together?
Wow. We were kind of a spindly bunch of misfits, really. And I got pulled into music by my best friend Paul, who was the original guitar player in the band, and he was just like a force of nature, and he insisted I was in the band with him, and I had no desire to do this at all. And it was the first gig we played. I was absolutely terrified, just completely and utterly petrified, but I just loved it.
Was it in Manchester, the first gig?
Yeah, Eccles British Legion.
Wow.
And we played 1.5 songs, and then we were taken off by the DJ. Oh, no, that'll do, lads, thanks very much. And we were awful, don't get me wrong, but the experience was just I don't know what that was, but I need to do it again. It was just, I was addicted to it at that point, and that was the door for me that completely pulled me in, and here I am all these years later. And then obviously bumping into Tim purely by accident.
Where was that?
Manchester University Cellar Bar.
Nice.
Yeah,
they were
on Oxford
16-year-olds, and they bunked in. They sneak in every week, illegally, obviously. And I was, my girlfriend I thought left me, and I was dancing even more crazily than I normally dance on the dance floor. When I came to sit down, they were stealing my drink. And instead of fighting, we started talking, and they said, like you dancing, and do you want to come dance for our band? And wrote down their number on Withington Hall Scout Hut, and saying, we're rehearsing tomorrow, turn up, 3:00. So I turned up at 3:00. And there was this kind of nascent band who could hardly play their instruments but had some spark, and that was it, really.
Where did you spend those early days rehearsing then? Was that in Withington?
Our drummers' kitchen in Withington, basically.
But they loved you, the neighbours, didn't they?
The woman next door was really cool, and you could used to see her in the kitchen kind of dancing along to our ridiculously long jams. And it was a strange process in James, because we weren't really trying to write songs. It was more about somehow moving forward musically. So we used to just rehearse all day, just making a racket, basically.
5-6 hours.
Absolutely.
With a cassette machine in the corner, recording it, in the hope that we might catch a fish. There might be something we could turn into a song.
Yeah.
But actually making a racket for years and years. I mean, we didn't really make any money for the first 6 years.
Wow.
And we were just bloody-mindedly doing what we loved doing. And all our parents were trying to get us to get day jobs, and we just carried on.
Why did you carry on? Was it that belief that something was going to happen?
Yes, we had real confidence in ourselves that something would happen. But we're a weird band. It's like most bands start learning cover songs. We never learnt a single cover song. It was all about learning to play naturally. So we had a rule that nobody should have any lessons, because then we'd learn to play like everybody else. So it was a very naive, intuitive, organic development.
Yeah.
So we had like 6-7 years of just improvising before we got famous. So by the time we got famous, we were kind of ready for it.
Yeah.
In a way, musically, we could make songs up on the spot. We would make songs up in gigs. We'd improvise
Wow,
songs.
you improvise songs on the that's unreal,
Yeah.
unheard of even.
I know, and we still do that. We've got these. I mean, Tim was talking about these kind of unwritten rules in James, which we've kind of carried forward with us. You know, about improvising and about not sounding like anybody else and trying to be original and different, and moving on and progressing. And James kind of being a broad church when it comes to the musical styles and genres that are acceptable. We never wanted to be pigeonholed, and I think that's. The industry struggled with that at times because it's difficult to go, oh, they're this or they're that or the other. We never wanted that. We wanted to go, well, we kind of do anything really. And with the band we've got now, we can. I mean, there's 9 of us in the band now. There's bloody hundreds of us. So it's very varied what we can touch on. Everything from kind of stripped down, almost folk music, right up to big kind of, lots of technology and very, very dancey.
Do you put the success or the start of your success down to a moment, a song, a particular part of James's history where you go, look, that's where things started to change?
Sit Down. We wrote Sit Down in 20 minutes. I mean, I wrote the lyrics a bit longer, but we were laughing so much we had to stop playing because we couldn't carry on playing. We knew we'd written something that was a key in a lot.
That must have been a good moment.
It was a good moment. Yeah. And we didn't release it for a year and a half. We played it live for a year and a half. And about the 6th gig we were playing in Paris. And so people didn't know the song. And we started playing it. And when we got to the chorus, person sat down, and then another person, until 1,000 people were sitting on the floor to a song that wasn't released. And it shocked us. I mean, I think we burst into tears. I mean, it was such a visceral reaction of community and support for the voice that we had.
Yeah.
And then it just kept on escalating. The song, wherever we played it, we were getting these physical reactions from people that were unchoreographed, unasked for, spontaneous. So by the time we released it and recorded it, it went through the roof.
Thank you for reminiscing there. I love that little bit of looking back at James and the history. Back to 2025 and into 2026, the new album's got 2 new songs on it. Is it still exciting, Jim, to release new music when you know you've got such an incredible back catalogue?
Absolutely. I mean, as Tim was saying, we're very much a band focused on where we are now. You have to be because we're very, very busy inherently. So, and also new music is everything to us. I mean, we talk about concerts and all the rest of it, but if you don't write the songs in the first place, you haven't got anything to play when you get to the gigs. It's all about creating. It's like an author writes books, painter paints pictures, we write songs, and we're constantly doing it. We don't have a set period where we go off and do it. We're constantly working on songs, constantly writing. We're writing again for a week, next week, funnily enough. So it's something that we're constantly doing, which is very, very much our focus. And we absolutely love it. We write in a strange way, which is there's 4 of us that are writers, and we get in a room and we improvise. Nothing's prepared in advance. We just get in and make it up. And
6 hours a day.
6 hours a day, yeah. And
we make about 100 jams a year, probably, and then we choose which ones to work on as songs. And that process is as fantastic as any of the other processes in James. Like playing to a live audience is the thing we obviously love, and we always have felt playing live is the litmus test of a great band. But actually, when we make these songs, it's almost like a unspoken meditation, telepathic communication between the 4 of us. There's usually about the 3rd day we hit this day where we're so tuned into each other, we're changing chords at the same time, we're moving as one, and that's when you know you're going to get your best material.
It's such good fun. I mean, it's so exciting.
You seem so happy with it, I can tell.
Because you go in a room with nothing and suddenly something magical appears, and you know that's the next stage of James. It's the next record.
Thank you for joining us, Tim and Jim. I could have sat here for the rest of my show and chatted.